Greetings, folks. Dublin, Cork and now Limerick, Ireland's three largest cities, have risen. The message is clear. The Irish people are standing up to this Irish cobbled together corrupt government. Yesterday, over 10,000 Irish patriots took to the streets of Limerick in a peaceful protest, united against a government that no longer speaks for us and against unchecked illegal immigration being forced upon our communities. This was no ordinary protest. This was a moment in history. People joined us from everywhere, from pubs, restaurants, and even from their cars when they saw what we were marching for. Mothers pushing prams, fathers with their children, men and women of all ages came together to say, enough, not in our name, not in our country, not to our children. Media outlets from the UK and the USA all came over to Ireland and took notice, along with media platforms throughout the country. Even Freedom Dad, a loyalist citizen journalist from the Northern Ireland, came all the way to Limerick to cover the event. And who would have thought? Freedom Dad, a loyalist, interviewing me, a nationalist, standing shoulder to shoulder, united by a common goal, to protect our people, to protect our children, to protect our home. For over 800 years, history tells us that we fought each other, brother against brother, neighbour against neighbour. But now we are learning from history. Now we realise the real fight is not North against South. It's not Protestant against Catholic. The real fight is against those who have divided us, misled us and failed to protect us. It should not have taken the brutal alleged rape of a 13-year-old child in Ballymena to bring loyalists and nationalists together. But it has, and now we are united. United in our grief, united in our anger, united in our determination that will not happen to our children. Not today, not ever again. I personally lay the blame at the feet of the Irish government and the British government and Sinn Féin, who have all played their part in creating division and ignoring the will of the Irish people. But yesterday in Limerick, the people found each other again, and no far left so-called woke counter-protest could drown out that message. Our message was clear. They tried, but they failed. Fair play to An Garda Síochána, who did an exceptional job in protecting all protesters and ensuring a peaceful, safe march for everyone involved. Their professionalism helped make the day the success that it was. Buses came from all corners of Ireland. People travelled hours to stand together in Limerick because this is bigger than politics. This is about our children. This is about the future of our country. And this is just the beginning. The next big peaceful protest is on June the 22nd at 2 p.m. in the Garden of Remembrance in Dublin. Let's make this the biggest protest one of Ireland has ever seen. Let's show this Irish cobbled together, Irish corrupt government that we are awake, we are united, and we are not going away. History is watching us now, and this time we must stand together. Well, just when you thought you'd heard it all, the GA, or should I say the Grab All Association, couldn't possibly insult the Irish people, the Irish spirit and the Grassroots Foundation any further. They've done it again. They now tell us they are bringing over a GA team from Palestine, 33 children, 14 adults, not just for a friendly tour, but wrapped up in a grand marketing campaign, dressed in spin and sprinkled with the sweet and sour of virtue. They want us now to clap. They want us to cheer. They even want us to line the streets. But I ask you, is this the GA our fathers and grandfathers built? Is this the organisation that was rooted in the small parishes, the little villages, the hard soil of Ireland, where we played not for money, not for politics, but for pride, for community and for our people? Our own children in Ireland are being sidelined. Our own communities are crying out for support, for resources, for recognition. but the GAA would rather parade its global credentials than look after its own. This is the same GAA that now proudly opens the sacred soil of Croke Park, our field of dreams, our battlefield of heroes, to prayer mats and political gestures. They chip away at the meaning of it all. The GAA used to stand for something. Now it's just another flag-waving, money-chasing hollow shell. I have no issue with people wanting peace, wanting friendship, wanting cultural exchange, but do not use our games, our fields, our history to polish your global image while ignoring the people who built this association from the grassroots level up. The grassroots are sick of it. The real supporters are sick of it. And I will tell you now, we are not buying it for a minute. I stand for an Ireland that remembers who we are. An Ireland where the GAA stood with the people, not above them. An Ireland where our fields were sacred, not a backdrop for political posturing. I have heard it all now, but I have to say to the GAA, we see through it, and we remember what you meant to be, and we will not forget. More and more Irish families now are reaching out to me. Mothers, sons and daughters are all victims of the Fair Deal scheme, or what I now call it, the Queer Deal scheme. Not a fair deal, not an honest deal, but a crooked, calculated grab, a land grab dressed up in legal paperwork. And now the cracks are wide opening. From the letters I've seen, the stories I've heard, it's becoming frighteningly clear. Some solicitors, the very people our elderly trusted to protect their homes, their life savings, their dignity, are now exposed, working hand in hand with the system, helping to orchestrate this shameful seizure of assets from our elderly, helping to strip our people of their life's worth, their family homes, their sacred ground. But be under no mistake, this is blowing up. The Irish people are waking up. We see the end game. And to those solicitors who sold out the very people they should have defended and were paid to defend, I say this: you will be named. You will be shamed. You will not hide in the shadows. Because of what's at stake here, it's the very soul of Ireland. Our homes, our heritage, the lands that our grandparents broke their backs for, the houses our mothers cleaned, our fathers built, our communities protected, all being quietly siphoned away under the excuse of care, while the system sharpens its claws. These are not just assets. They are the beating heart of family, of memory, of belonging. They will not stand by. We will not be silenced. We will not let it go. To the families out there fighting this battle, I want you to know this: you are not alone. We are many, we are growing, and the truth is coming out, and I will stand with you until the last breath. The great betrayal will be exposed. Well, I've heard some things now in my life, but this from Micheál Martin, this is beyond insulting. This is betrayal. Micheál Martin, our Taoiseach, the man who once called us mongrels, now stands there preaching to us about creating a better climate and culture within society. He speaks of plurality. He speaks of changing the culture. But let me tell you, the culture Micheál Martin wants to create is not an Irish one. It's one where the Irish people, the backbone of this nation, are pushed to the side, forgotten, and told to sit down and shut up. He says he wants to engage now with our communities. Well, Micheál Martin, let me tell you what our communities are saying. We are saying we've had enough of being ignored, enough of being labelled, enough of being replaced by our own country. He speaks about protecting pubs in Cork after peaceful protesting, saying this is dangerous stuff. What's dangerous about it, Micheál Martin, I ask, if not people standing up for our communities? It's your government policies that are flooding this country with unvetted migrants, while our own people are sleeping in tents on the streets. 16,000 of them. What's dangerous, Micheál Martin, is the fact that you call out peaceful Irish patriots but stay completely silent about violent incidents, alleged assaults, rapes and rising crimes connected to your failed immigration policy. What's dangerous is your attempt to control the narrative and paint deceit ordinary Irish people as the problem, when you, sir, are the problem. You cherish pubs, you say. Well, we cherish our communities. We cherish our cultures. We cherish the right to walk through our towns and cities without fear. We cherish our children's futures. And let me tell you, Micheál Martin, we won't let you or anyone, not this cobbled together Irish government, not the EU, strip us of that. He talks about building a better climate. Shame on him. We're already building it, Micheál Martin. It's called unity. It's called Irish people, north and south, standing shoulder to shoulder. It's called peaceful protests. It's called community resilience. And it's called the rising voice of Irish people who will no longer be silenced. Micheál Martin will go down in history not as a leader, but as a traitor to his people. A man who sold out his nation while pretending to protect it. But history will also remember us, the people who stood up, the people who said, not on our watch, not on our towns, not on our children, not on our Ireland. Go raibh míle maith agaibh.